Mr. Vibes, and this is the He Said, She Said podcast. Today, we are going to be speaking about single motherhood. All right, as we welcome our guest, today's speaker is going to be Miss Ashley, and she's going to give us her take on single motherhood, her experiences, her highlights, some of the struggles that she's experienced while raising her kids, and we're just going to jump into it and see which way it goes. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button so you don't miss a beat, and turn on your notifications, and any comments that you guys want to leave, please leave it in the comment section. And what we'll try to do is we'll try to find people out there that we can have the conversations about that you leave in the comments, and take it from his point of view or her point of view. So let's dive into it. Miss Ashley, how you doing today?
All right, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good, pretty good. I appreciate you for coming out and being a part of this podcast. How's your morning going so far?
Lovely.
Lovely, good deal, good deal. So you are a single mother, correct?
Yes.
All right, so if you could just, from your point of view, give us the rundown on some of the things that you've experienced. I guess, first of all, how many kids do you have?
I have one.
You have one. How old? Is it a he or she?
She.
Okay, how old is she?
She's 8.
8 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and how old were you when you had your daughter?
I was at 30.
You was 30,
I
okay.
got pregnant at 29, but had her at 30.
At 30, okay. All right. So, give us the rundown on, okay, what experiences did you first off experience, your feelings and things of that when you first had your child? Did you prepare for this? Was it expected, unexpected, things of that nature?
I was unexpectedly to have her. But my experience has its ups and downs. Every mother experienced that.
Mm-hmm.
At first, her father was in her life during the toddler stage. By the time school age came, he kind of drifted away.
Right.
So it took me a long time to cope with that because I was raised by a single mother, but my daddy was in my life.
Okay, so he kind of strayed away as she got into school. What do you think was the main reason for that, or the cause of that?
Really, I still don't understand.
So he just out the blue just
drifted. It just drifted off.
Now
no more calls, no more texts.
Really?
It's like my memory is right before her 5th birthday.
So he was around all the way up until she was about 5, and then now this is his daughter, right?
Yes.
He knows this.
Yes. Can't deny it.
Can't deny it.
She looks like both white parents.
Okay, okay, all right, and just drifted away. So were you guys living together, or?
Yes, somewhat.
And he just stopped coming home.
Wow.
Well,
we had a falling out, breaking up. No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That
happens.
Right.
But time when that little mother soul, he was coming, doing still, and it slowly just.
Wow. Okay,
yeah.
So at any point did he ask? I guess since you guys had fallen out, he was still involved in his daughter's life, right? At any point, if he did not want to come to your place, was he allowed to take his daughter?
Yes.
with him at wherever he was, and he just by the time she turned 5, he didn't even do that.
No.
Wow.
And still now, if he called and asked, I don't mind.
Okay. So at that point, so now she's starting school, father's not around, you're doing it all by yourself, right? Did you ever reach out to him and say, hey, I need help with this, or can you watch her for, while I go take care of this or that?
Yeah.
Was he willing to do that?
Somewhat, it might was a little struggle, a little fight, but it was not like, okay, I could really just count on it. You could tell when a person is like want to do and willing to do, that you be like, okay, but when you experience that, like, okay, this person's hesitant, but they gonna do it, but they really don't want to do it.
Wow. Was he financially stable? Did he have a job, or?
Yeah.
And he just didn't want to contribute towards anything.
If I didn't have to fight about it.
Right. You had to force him to do these things.
Yes.
He wasn't just, self-motivated to take care of.
Like I tell anybody, the first years of her life, I mean, he was there when it came to making sure the daycare fees was paid, picking her up from daycare. I give him credit on doing what he's supposed to do. Never gonna take that away. Not one of them bitter baby mothers. I give credit what credit's due. But over time, I shouldn't have to beg or chase you. Not,
Right.
Sometimes you have to say, no, enough is enough. And
okay.
Cut it out.
Yeah. So how did you guys meet?
We used to work together.
Okay.
I don't really do workouts relationship, but we was friends. We was close friends, and he left for a while. We lost contact. He still was talking to his play cousin and was still asking about me. And I was like, okay, I'm just gonna give him. We could get back in contact, still be friends, but friends turn to relationship.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've never seen. Well, I mean, there are people who can do that are different genders that can be friends without it being, more than just friends. So, but most of the times, if it's a man and a woman, it's gonna be more than friends. But okay, so y'all met at work, and then things started to, go a little deeper. Y'all got into a relationship. Obviously, y'all had a daughter. And I mean, did he ever, say that, hey, I want to be with you for the rest of my life, or anything of such?
Most dudes, it's not the rest of the life, because rest of the life, I think you gonna marry me. But just give it a shot. Let's see where things go. But we was like, it was agreements, and we tried to give it a shot. We was together probably 5 years.
Right. Yeah. So that's a well-established relationship right there. Okay. At the time of your daughter's birth, were you excited? Was he excited? Or were you guys kind of like, are we gonna be able to do this?
Yeah, I was more asking him like, do you want to do this? Or I was in tears. Even though I was old as heck, I was still in tears, because I'm like, I had everybody I'm the baby. Like, this baby can't have, even though I was grown as heck, this baby still can't have no babies. That's how they looked at me. But he was like, it's up to you.
Okay.
But I'm still here.
He's still going to support and help out and things of that nature.
And then I had previous health issues. So that played a factor me getting pregnant. So nervousness.
Yeah.
Everything.
I understand. Okay, so your daughter again is in school now. She's going to school. Father obviously is not reliable at this point. Is fading more and more out of your daughter's life. What were there any struggles with you adapting to taking her to school, getting accustomed to the registration and making sure she's doing her homework and things of that nature?
Not really. My backbone is my people. My people, my mom, my sister,
Okay.
even the ones that's not my other siblings. My
Hmm.
father, they don't live in here in Memphis,
Hmm.
but they are my backbones. Um, I could call on them, and they would try to make it work. My mom and sister are the main source of me getting her to school.
Hmm.
Anything she needs extra,
Hmm.
they if I can't do it, they try to help me to make sure it's still done.
Okay.
As
Okay.
far as not even school, just dancing, because she's in a big order dance team,
She likes to dance.
and they is on the go all the time.
Okay. Okay. Were there any issues that you were combating in, I guess, you and baby dad's relationship? Like, was he influenced by his friends? Was he, did he have a job that required him to be out of town?
I think nowadays I came from a family
Mm-hmm.
that they gonna tell you how they feel. If you right or if you wrong, they gonna still tell you how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
When you see people, especially men, that don't have what I'm trying to have that people behind them
Mm-hmm.
telling them how they should do in life as far as family,
Yeah.
just pity party. That's what I'm listening.
Okay.
If people got, especially men, some men have pity parties
Mm-hmm.
behind them,
Mm-hmm.
and if they have pity parties behind them,
Mm-hmm.
it's not gonna work.
Right, because they're gonna always discourage him from doing the
Where
right
just
thing.
encourage him what he's doing is not wrong.
Right. Oh, I see. I see.
It's if you see your friends doing this, like
Mm-hmm.
if you gotta have a wife or you
Mm-hmm.
have a girlfriend. If your girlfriend allow you to stay up all night
Mm-hmm.
with no problem, they feel like he should do in his relationship.
So they were basically building him to be, I guess, not accountable for any, of
Or he's
the
or he say not accountable for his own actions.
right, right, or
Mm-hmm.
his responsibilities of being there for you and for his daughter. Right. Okay. Now, do you believe he may have had someone
You know,
on?
it's always in a woman mind.
I mean, but was there any proof that maybe this is the reason why he left? I
I
mean,
couldn't never prove it, but it's always a feeling.
right. Now, do you believe that you may have said something, done something disrespectfully to him that
I
may?
probably could have. I'm a woman.
Well, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
I probably could have. But at the end of the day,
mhm.
if you know you're not doing it,
Yeah.
and you show me you're not doing it,
Hmm.
that I can't do nothing but to trust and believe. If I feel like you out there just doing it and you not giving that trust,
Hmm.
then I'm just gonna go believe on your actions.
Hmm. Was he in any way? I know you said that you guys were kind of in and out of your relationship, probably a lot of arguments, right?
Mm.
But I mean, as far as argumentatively stating his side of whatever argument he's trying to state, was he disrespectful in any other way?
No.
Okay, so he was, all right. Was he? Now you were what, 30 when you had your daughter?
Mm-hmm.
How old was he? Was he a younger guy or older guy?
Older,
He was older.
like 3 years. 3 years.
So he was 33. Wow. That blows my mind right there. Okay, well, hey, some guys, maybe that's why women out there, say, hey, don't be a deadbeat or.
As I've been dating,
Mhm.
it's no age factor or the maturity of guys.
Right.
You got some younger ones is more mature than older guys.
Older ones,
It
right.
depends on the person.
Right.
The person.
Right. So you found one that was just not mature and was probably showing no signs of getting there.
Yeah.
Okay. So you had to take it all on your own. At any point, as a mother, have you had to reach out for any type of assistance or any type of help other than from your parents and your family?
Yeah. You is when she first came, I tried to get a little food stamp, but
Right.
that didn't. Oh Lord, that
Did you run into any problems like when you walked in? We've heard of some guys, single fathers, trying to, go through the same thing, and they would just kind of give them a difficult time
I
and
think
say,
it's anybody. It's anybody
mm,
because of the
they gave
how
you,
the system is.
okay, they gave you a difficult time too.
Yes,
Okay.
my baby was almost 2.
Hmm.
I just got little food stamps and well,
Hmm.
insurance didn't cut off, thank the Lord.
Hmm.
But it's food wise, she was almost 2 and I got cut off. They would say I was making too much income, and
Oh,
I was like, how? What I'm looking at, the
right,
child looking at, and the system is kind of messed up. Period.
right. So,
For
go ahead.
working mothers.
Right. So, okay. So you tried to get food stamps. It was slightly successful, right?
It's like,
Okay. Did you ever think about maybe putting him on child support or anything of that nature, going to court, asking them to step in?
I talked to him about it,
Mm-hmm.
but I didn't pursue it. But now it might be changing.
Oh, you think you might pursue it now?
Might.
You might. Okay. So what's making you say, okay, I wanna do this? He's not involved in any way, is what you're saying?
Last year he tried to make himself back, come back in the life,
Okay.
and like I told him, if you gonna be in and out, that's not good for the child.
Right.
And he was like, I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna still be here, and still
Huh.
same result.
So right.
But
So.
things that, as far as her,
Mhm.
her dancing,
Mhm.
her doing before she started doing dancing, she went to gymnastics.
Okay.
Then I got her onto the dance team. That takes a lot.
Yes, it does.
It takes a lot.
A lot of time and money. Yes.
Money
Right.
and stuff. So I'm doing everything, and sometimes you be like, hold up, I can't do too much.
Right. You
If
can't
I'm
do
trying to
it.
get us together,
Mm-hmm.
I need the extra help to get us together. Because when I say us, it's me and her. I'm trying to get my life that we gonna be here in
Mm-hmm.
Memphis or what our next move gonna be.
Right.
But I needed to have that funds to
Mm-hmm.
make our next move. I don't want to destroy her feelings, but take her out.
Mm-hmm.
I want to keep being like my mama still, no matter what,
Mm-hmm.
support me in my stuff, even though she was trying to make the
Gotcha.
extra move and doing what she needs to do.
All right. So what is your daughter's relationship as far as how does she feel about her father? Does she ask where's dad or can I go see dad? Can you get dad over here? She asks for all those things.
Yes, every kid does.
Right.
She's sometimes I'm like, have you talked to your dad? Because she got her own cell phone.
Oh, right. How old is she now?
8.
She's 8.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
I was like, you talked to him? She was like, sometimes she'd be like, I tried to text him, but I didn't get the response back. She thinks in her mind, he's at work. He's so busy. He's at work.
Wow.
And it's hard to not to say the truth. My mama always believed, and she tells me and my sister as we was getting older,
Mm-hmm.
no matter what the father of the child does, do not have negative comments to them. Let them grow up
And
see
discover it themselves.
Yes.
So, wow, that's heartbreaking. So, she's trying to text him. He doesn't reply. She's 8 years old. Wow, I guess I kind of see, why you would, want to reach out and get some type of income from him. Uh, so okay, so do you know anything about like when you do file for child support and things of that nature that he would get, I guess, visitation or some time with her? I mean, they would, I guess, force him.
Once again, I'm not the type of mother.
Mhm.
She could go.
Right.
She could go.
Okay. Well,
She could go.
it's just him at this point.
It's everything's how he's wanted to make it.
And you've expressed to him that you're thinking about doing this, and he's like, "Yeah, go ahead and do it," or he doesn't care, or no, don't do
I
that.
can't express. A lot of people like,
Mhm.
where is her dad? And I said, this little saying, he's out in the sea. They were like, what you mean? I don't see him. So I can't express something that I can't get to see to talk with.
Right. Wow. And he's from here.
Hmm.
Oh goodness. So he's now he was 33 when you guys. So he's what, 8 years older now. So is he 40? 40 something?
Yeah.
Still no call, no show. Wow. Wow. So would you say that he ghosted you?
So what? Yeah.
Somewhat like that. Okay. He just.
It's not even me. I feel like it's us.
What do you mean?
Her. Her too.
Oh, he ghosted her too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So if the system, okay, of course you're not in the system yet. As far as assistance, well, you experience trying to get food stamps and things of that nature. You're thinking about filing for child support, but you have not done that yet.
Mm.
So I guess this question, well, my question would be, if the system were to change, what changes would you like to see in it? But you hadn't really tried the system out yet. And a lot of the times, if he's not working, do you know if he's working right now? You have no clue. So if he's not working, then the system would just say, sorry, we can't help you type thing. But for those fathers out there that are trying to be with their children and are working, they'll kind of only go after them, and that's kind of.
If he's already in the system, because she's not the only child.
Oh, he's got more children.
She's the baby.
He's the baby like you.
She's the baby.
Okay.
And but he's already in the system, so it's not gonna be easy. It's gonna be easy to find him.
Right.
So.
Right. Okay. So what if okay, so have you tried to get in another relationship, and have you seen characteristics from other guys that are similar to him?
We always piggyback on our past, but try
Right.
not to. But if it's similar it gives me
Right. So
a
that's
block.
kind of what I'm going at. Normally when we get out of a relationship, we try to not pick that same person, but we end up doing that. So I guess my question is, have you noticed or observed characteristics that will say, okay, now this person is gonna turn out just like baby daddy?
Yeah,
You know.
I tried. Yeah, but then I try to voice it.
Mhm.
If I don't feel my biggest thing, I'll voice something,
Mhm.
and I feel like you don't hear it,
Right.
or if you hear it but you still doing it,
Mhm.
I'm gonna put a blockage. I'm gonna back
Okay.
slowly.
Gotcha. Well, let's see. Let's see. So his parents are not. Do you have a relationship with his parents?
His parents deceased. Dad was mom's. Dad was deceased before we got together.
Right.
Mom deceased on my birthday when I was pregnant with her.
Wow. So he has no. Well, you have no connection with anyone that's, I guess.
I have connections through via Facebook,
Right.
but I'm not gonna chase.
Yeah.
Chase.
I get it.
You can see that as well on Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
You can ask. I don't have no problems with that.
Wow. So, what would you say to some of the younger women out there that have not gotten or gone through what you're going through, but
It's
just as a word of advice, look out for this or.
my experience is prayer, 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 prayer. That's all I could say
Mhm.
because when he did try to come, that little moment he came around,
Mhm.
I could have blew up, but by prayer,
Mhm.
it took me to stay humble when I saw him.
Right. So you say that he lost his dad prior to you guys getting together, right?
Yeah, I think he was deceased for a while.
For a while.
Hmm
How long after did he lose his mother?
Uh, this was during my pregnancy.
Oh,
Okay,
okay.
because it was
You
that
lost it.
year, 2014. Even
Mhm.
on my dad's side, for me,
Mhm.
it was a it was a battle with death.
Mhm.
So um, I lost uncles, great uncles. I even lost my grandma the month after I found out I was pregnant.
Mhm.
So that was kind of like a hurting factor.
Mhm.
But I had to stay strong and mentally strong for just me
Mhm.
and my baby.
Right. So
Um,
go ahead.
and then that's why I said when it rolled around on my birthday, he lost his mom. So it was like
Right. Now, do you think that that may have sent him into some type of depression or um,
I
I
I
don't
can
know,
only
post traumatic stress?
say, but if you're not expressing it, I can't know what you're going through
That's
or
true.
try to help you as your lady, as your
Mhm.
friend. I can't do. I only could do so much if you're not expressing it to me.
Right, right. So yeah, it seems like okay. He didn't give any signs. There's no excuse. He just pretty much left and didn't do what he was supposed to do as a grown man.
Yes, it's me.
Wow. So 8 years old now. She's in dance. She's in gymnastics. Single mother, raising her by herself. Father is nowhere to be found. Even when the door is open for him to be here, still not there. And she is just trucking along doing it all by herself, ladies and gentlemen. So um, that is outstanding. No help from the court system. Well, she's thinking about it, but no help at this point.
No.
Well, now we say the court system. There are some women out there that will utilize being a mother to their advantage,
So
as far as they will intentionally get pregnant so that they can go to court, so that they can get child support from
I
this
can't
person.
say that because I didn't intentionally.
Yeah,
I was trying to intentionally finish school
yeah.
and head out of town
Right,
to
right.
live.
Until that happens. Right.
Yeah.
But some girls out there, some ladies out there, they play that game and they'll intentionally jump from guy to guy, pregnancy after pregnancy, so that they can collect that child support check and live off that. But it doesn't appear as though you're anywhere near that type of mind frame, and I really applaud you for that.
Thank you.
So, have you experienced any depression from, just the lack of him not being there, or have you moved on emotionally? Um,
Not depression. My if I experienced, I didn't know it because I was talked about it with my good friends.
mhm,
Um, my biggest concern is how how can I cope with having this person here
mhm,
because I didn't experience it. What I said at the beginning, my father is there,
mhm,
even though he's 800 miles away. He's
mhm,
there.
mhm,
In the summertime, I was with him in the summertime.
mhm,
I wasn't at home. Even growing up, if he come, he lives in Illinois. Coming back down south. Hey, Ashley, do you want to go out of town with me? Such and such. Have your things packed. Okay, Dad. So it took me to talk to my friends to get older to get there.
mhm,
Uh, to cope with it
mhm,
because I didn't know how to cope with it. When a young lady like me experienced having a father in life, calling
mhm,
him uh, every week. Every week is Sunday. Sunday was our telephone call.
Between you and your father.
Yeah, between me and my father.
Okay.
Sunday was our main telephone call. If I did something else, I could call him during the week. Anytime.
Anytime. He's there.
He was there.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
so it took my friends to talk to me. Like I said, prayer. Prayer is the biggest concern. Biggest.
Right.
To handle the situation, how to deal with it, so I could stay positive for her and keep her focused.
Right. So, okay. So, as far as your work-life balance, okay, you have a child. She's 8 years old. How do you incorporate having a child and trying to rebuild a? Have you tried to rebuild a relationship with someone else, maybe to step in and be that void that maybe she's missing since he's not answering text or phone calls or anything
Not
like that?
really.
So you're just hey, look, it's just me and you. Gotcha. Is it? Do you want that?
Yes.
You want to be with someone?
Someone.
Okay, but yet you may be skeptical because of what you already been through, and
Yeah.
so you're kind of like, okay, I'm gonna hold back a little bit. Okay, all right. So any other highlights or enjoyments
Oh, enjoyment.
that you want to
It's
share
fun
with
being a
us?
mama.
Right. Okay.
I don't want to have another one. This is me.
Okay. Does she want a sister or brother?
No. She loves.
You
She's
are.
a mama girl.
Okay, I got
She's big, big.
Okay.
I can't walk out the house. Where you going? What you doing? She is spoiled. She can't help it.
Right.
I tell you about it. My mom had two girls.
Okay.
We're 12 years apart. My sister got two boys. They grown now, and she's the only girl. She's the baby, and she's the only girl that my mom has. Now my dad, he got more grandkids, but
Gotcha.
she's spoiled all the way around.
Okay, so who would you say she acts like? You more or him or
Me.
She acts more like. So does she remind you of him sometimes, and does that
Yes.
kind of get underneath your
Yes.
skin?
No, it don't. It's sometimes when certain looks, features,
Right.
sleeping, I could see
Right. And do you go to her like, baby, don't look like that?
No.
You just, hey, let it be.
it. Yeah, cause
I got it.
I'm like that with my parents. I'm by side one parent. I'm this looking like this parent. The other parent I look like, so I'm used to it.
Okay. So right now you're kind of putting the brakes on trying to find someone for yourself, right?
I'm not putting the brakes on, but
You're slowly moving at 5 miles an hour, not going to 100, trying to rush into it.
Yes.
Okay, so would you say when she gets older, maybe 15 or 18 or something like that, you would go ahead and maybe speed it up a little bit, or would you forever be reserved and just be
Reserved.
okay? So you're okay with just being by yourself?
Somewhat. I have my moments that I just want to be with somebody, cuddle.
Right. Especially around Christmas, the
Nah.
holidays, Thanksgiving.
Just anytime.
Okay.
Just anytime. But I'm not going, I don't want to feel like if I get somebody that I'm avoiding her. No. They have to, if they're going to accept me, they're going to have to accept her. And they're going to have to show her that I can love you as much.
Right.
Or, somewhat.
I
Some
got
people
you.
say not as much.
Right.
Because in her mind, only person that could love her is her dad.
Right. Now, Dad, okay, so statistics say that, children turn out better when they have both parents in the life. There's things that, her father will show her in a fatherly way that you may not be able to replicate. And there's things that you will show her as a mother that he cannot show her. So do you feel that you will be able to show her those things, or or will she just grow up without that experience that might be necessary for some type of um, development? As far as she may not know how to interact fully with the man because he's not there to interact. Do you think about
I
those
know
things?
she might grow up without it, but I just try to guide her and talk to her through it the best way I can. Or my brother, even though he live out of town, he's still there
Hmm.
um, to help guide her through it too,
Right.
cause he's very vocal on this
Right.
about it,
So
certain things.
so what's gonna happen when she's 8 right now? When she turns, we'll say 14, probably.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, that is kind of young, but hey, this generation is not waiting. But when she's ready to meet, young guys or whatnot, who's gonna kind of coach her through how a man is supposed to treat her and how she's supposed to act. Of course, you got that part, but I mean, you're gonna have to do both.
That's what we're gonna have to call Uncle for.
Right? Okay,
And her
uncle.
cousins.
Okay, step in and
Yeah, her cousins.
I
Because
got
right
you.
now, my nephew's telling her she can't have no boyfriend. She, they strict on that. I'm like, oh, okay.
So when would you say it's okay for her to have a boyfriend? At what age?
I'm gonna tell her like I told him,
Hmm.
can't have a boyfriend.
You can't. So what? How old were you when you had your first boyfriend?
Oh, my real, I had little boyfriends growing up,
Hmm.
but my real relationship, I consider, long term
Hmm.
relationship was kind of real. It was about like a 2021.
Your first relationship, long term relationship. Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. You're a grown woman then. Okay. So you're expecting pretty much the same for your daughter. That
Yeah, I'm hoping.
okay. So what happens when it does not go that way? That okay, she's 15 years old. Mama, I want this right now. Here's Tyrone.
My,
What do you, Tyrone? Get out of here. Is that the
you
way it's
take
gonna
it
go?
too fast because I ain't thinking. I might have to scream,
Okay.
but I might have to, like I said, I might have to coach her.
Right.
Got
Right.
her
Right.
through.
So you won't just say no. You cannot have a boyfriend right now.
No, she talked to me about it. Right now,
Okay.
I trying to instill her
Mhm.
now that your mama's here.
Mhm.
Come to me, talk to me.
Right. Have that open
I might
relationship.
not like it,
Yeah.
but I'm still here. If you can't talk to me, she got god sisters and god brother,
Right.
which is she considered them. She don't say that. She said they're my sister and brother
Mhm. So
to
she.
go talk to.
So
And
she's surrounded by people to
suppo-
support her and
yeah,
things of that nature.
she got a lot of love. That's why I said she's
Right.
a lot of love.
Well, it seems like based on how you're describing her, she is surrounded by plenty of supportive people.
Mm-hmm.
She's well loved, and that as far as any type of training and teaching, that you got it covered. You've got your brother that'll step in and
As long as my dad is still living.
and
Still
and
living.
dad, right,
Yeah.
that'll step in and show her how things are supposed to go,
Mhm.
so she's not taking advantage of or anything like that. Okay. All right. Well, seems like you've had some wonderful experiences. I'm sorry to hear about as far as the uh, I guess the food stamp process. I think everybody is struggling with that. So
Yeah, it's everybody. It's just now.
Hmm.
I guess they in the system to me they want you to have so many kids for them to and not working for them to help you out. If you working, it's you making too much. You bring her too much home. Your income, your gross is too much.
Right. So they're probably trying to put the brakes on that anyway, as far as stopping people from
Yes.
coming in there, so that they won't be completely dependent upon that. So, okay, all right. Well, that's all I got for today. We really appreciate you coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Ashley here, single mother. She's doing a wonderful job, and shout out to her daughter. for being a wonderful daughter as well. So please like, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and we have more conversations coming back at you on the He Said, She Said podcast, and stay tuned for more. Thanks.